Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Igaltoto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it true and real. The Striker today, we are going to look at how Maina Njenga stormed a player event that was led by Pastor Doricas, went straight and sat on Pastor Doricas' seat. So we're going to look actually why Maina Njenga all of a sudden actually making these public stones in Mount Kenya region. We are also going to look at what does the rise or the the reappearance of Maina Njenga actually communicates as far as the current politics of the country actually is concerned. And we're also going to look this in relation to Rigathi Gachagua. You understand? When we look at Maina Njenga actually is normally associated, is the former leader of Mungiki. And of course, we know Mungiki is among the outlawed criminal gangs in Kenya under the Prevention of Armed Crime of Organized Crime Act 2010 revised to 2012. And we also know that among the groups that have been classified as illegal in Kenya, there are around 320 something. If you look at the National Crime Research Council, you realize that Mungiki is among those groups that are actually classified as criminal gang. So this is not something that we're actually cooking. And the fact that Maina Njenga was a leader of this group sometimes back tells us a lot about his reappearance in Kenyan politics and even disrupting a prayer event led by Pastor Doricas Gachagua. However, before we swim into this discussion, if you are new to this channel, welcome home, karibu nyumbani. Remember to subscribe, like and share, comment on our videos, and more importantly, turn on the notification bell so that the next time we are uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and comment on our videos. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if there's something that Kenyans have to be worried about, could be the re-emergency of Mungiki criminal gang in Mount Kenya region and even in Kenya generally. This is one of the dreaded gangs that actually made people lose their life, made people live in fear, etc. The fact that Maina Njenga is reappearing and disrupting a prayer rally in Nyeri County tells a lot. Now, the other day, Pastor Doricas Gachagua had a prayer event. It was an interdenominational prayer event actually. And while he was addressing the crowd, Maina Njenga came in and straight went and sat on the seat that Doricas Gachagua was supposed to sit. And actually Doricas Gachagua fled away, like he was whisked away. And then what happened is that when they remained behind, there was singing, and we could not actually equate that singing to the normal church singing. For those ones who are actually familiar with the world of crime and criminal gangs, somebody could tell you that some of the singing was equivalent to that of Mungiki. And one could actually wonder, why is Maina Njenga doing this? Information has it that actually Rigathi Gachagua was supposed to join Doricas Gachagua in that particular event. However, intel showed him that Maina Njenga is likely to come. And because of that, it did not show up. Now, why is it that Maina Njenga attended or disrupted a meeting where he was not actually invited? I don't know whether actually he was invited. Because if he was invited, he couldn't come that way. Doricas Gachagua could have not been whisked away. Now, from where I stand actually, number one, Mungiki is rematching. And this time round, to do the touchy job, the likes of the Cheshi, Ladarachana and the Cheshi Ramsey used to do in the early 1990s for President Moi. During Moi's time, anybody who opposed the government, you were meant by the Cheshi, the Mzee's army, and this Cheshi of Mzee used to disrupt political lull of opponents, pity opponents, and instill fear among the followers of opponents. So from where I stand, Mungiki is remarching, and it's remarching to do the dirty job for the government. And that means going forward, anybody from the mountain or anybody who is opposing the government is likely to see similar events reoccurring. Number two, Maina Njenga is being used actually to checkmate Rigathi Gachagua. You know, they want to see actually what Rigathi Gachagua can do and how far he can go with it. He can go with it. Literally, from where I stand, Rigathi Gachagua is being rattled so that he can be able to react, so that he is arrested, and therefore he will keep quiet. You know, and he will not be able to be addressing and revealing some of the dirty secrets he knows about the government. Number 3, on the same note, I feel like if Rigathi Gachagua decides that let us, all of us, ukimwaga unga, tunamwaga mboga, Rigathi Gachagua may decide to respond with his own personal gang. Remember, in the 1990s, the reason as to why we have so many criminal gangs in Kenya today is because the opposition politicians also decided to come up with their own gangs to protect them against attack by the state-sponsored gangs. So, Rigathi Gachagua, being a student of Moi, and that time he served Moi as a DEO, he knows how these things work. Maybe soon we will hear another criminal gang emerging in Nyeri associated with Rigathi Gachagua. So when Mungiki is busy, you know, forcing people to do APCD, his gang will also be busy protecting him. And before you know, the criminal gangs element in Kenya's politics will re-emerge in full swing. Another thing, actually, I realized that actually Maina Njenga storming that particular prayer event was actually to take away the platform that actually Rigathi could have used to address the people. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua was supposed to come. If there's one problem that President Ruto actually, it is the mouth of Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua never keeps quiet. Akipewa mic tu hivi lazima ongea kitu na lazima haripie serikali kidogo mara moja mara mbili. So Ruto is so worried because Rigathi Gachagua does not have a platform as a deputy president in this country, but the way he gets platform in churches, in events, you know, it is really alarming, and this is actually giving him opportunities to address the people, tell them what the government is doing wrong and what the government secrets, etc. If you are very careful, Rigathi Gachagwa's meetings have been disrupted twice. One was at Rimuru, another one I think it was in Moshadha, that is in Nyandarua, and right now the one in Nyeri. So literally Ruto is out to deplatform Rigathi Gachagua. He doesn't want to give him an opportunity to address the people, because the moment he addresses the people, then he's making the government more unpopular. Another thing is actually the aspect that Maina Njenga sat on Doricas Gachagwa's seat. That was a very clear message that, you know what, we don't want you to address the people. You are not supposed to address. Ni mimi hapa kusema. He's been given power by the government and nobody can do. Like, Rigathi Gachagua can do nothing about it. That's what I get it from there. And the next thing, I just feel like the government wants to still fear among the people on the mountain, especially the followers of Rigathi Gachagua. You know, Mungiki is one criminal gang. It is known in the mountain. People have memories of Mungiki killing people, forcing people to join them, all those things. And if you refused, you could be killed. So imagine if Rigathi Gachagua, Doricas Gachagwa's prayer event can be stormed like that, it's a message that if Rigathi Gachagua holds a meeting and you attend, we will come there and we will repeat you, or we will disrupt it. We are marking you people. So like, they are sending fear among the supporters of Rigathi Gachagua so that they can be able to leave Rigathi Gachagua alone. You know, they will fear and, you know, not follow him. Soon they will start being told, maybe we'll start finding leaflets that if you are following this individual, you will see. So that's also one thing that I'm actually deducing from that particular disruption. Next, it is to destabilize the central Kenya politics. You know, a divided mountain, it's an advantage to President Ruto. The moment the mountain unites, actually, President Ruto cannot be able actually even to garner anything out of it. When it's divided, actually, they don't know who is reading them, know which way to go. It will be an advantage on his side, actually, because then it means they may not even be able to support one solid candidate for 2027 general election. So Ruto is out to destabilize the mountain, instill fear, disrupt political rallies, make them hate each other. I think Maina Njenga has also joined Musalia Mudavadi as very poor students of history and government. And I'm saying this because he's not running. When you are learning his lessons from the previous regimes. When you look at Kimani Ichung'wah and Rigathi Gachagua were used to fight Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. After that, now, Akina Rigathi Ichung'wah were used to fight Kimani Ichung'wah were used to fight Rigathi Gachagua. And right now, Rigathi Gachagua, Maina Njenga is used now to fight Rigathi Gachagua once he's out of the position of a DP. So literally, Ruto is using the people of the mountain to kill the mountain. Yani, wanachikula wao wenyewe. And it will stand one day. Let's say, for example, ICC was to come into this country. You know, it's not there. It cannot be traced. Ni nyinyi peke yenyu mulikuwa mnafanya nini? Muna uwana. And I also feel soon, Ruto may be twirling the mountain. He's trying to raid the ground. You know, such that these young people who are chanting songs there are the same people are going to wait for President Ruto and seeing President Tosha, Ruto Papa Yetu. Anybody who is going to heckle President Ruto the way the mountain has been heckling, he has to think twice where or who is standing next to him. My opinions too. What are your opinions? Let me get them in the comment section below. You know, do you think it's right that actually Maina Njenga is used to disrupt political rallies in central Kenya? See you next time. Bye-bye.